Good evening, baseball fans, and welcome to the Coliseum here in Oakland, California, home of the 45 and 41 Athletics as they play host to the visiting 43 and 42 Detroit Tigers. The Tigers lineup is as follows: shortstop Jose Iglesias, followed by left fielder Upton, first base Cabrera, right field Martinez, DH Valdespin, third base is Castellanos, catching is Gonzalez, second base is Jones, and then rounding things out is the center fielder Gose. While on the mound for the Athletics is the newly acquired Kevin Gausman. He's 9-4 with a 3.79 ERA in 16 games with the Baltimore Orioles so far this season, and this is his first start as an Oakland Athletic, as he'll be facing Jose Iglesias, the shortstop, to start off his Athletics career. As the first pitch misses inside for ball one. So 1-0 count to Iglesias, runs the 2-2 now, all evened up, as Gausman double taps and fires. And it's whiffed through for strike number 3, as Iglesias goes down swinging, and Gausman's first batter face as an A is a strikeout. So one down as Justin Upton comes up to the plate, the two-hitter. First pitch to him is taken for ball one, below the zone. Count runs 1-1 now, all evened out. Gausman double taps, Kearns kicks, fires, and that runs high and in on him, and it plunks him. So Justin Upton is hit by the pitch, and he'll go and take his base. So Upton's over at first now, and here comes Miguel Cabrera, Miggy, with his 400 OBP on the season. The future Hall of Famer digs in with a 2-0 count. As the pitch from Gausman, there goes Upton down to second. The throw down is not in time, as Justin Upton has himself a swiped bag. He's in there at second with one out in scoring position. So 2-1 count to Cabrera. Here comes the pitch, and that's going to be swung on and popped up into center field. Dyson is camped under it, and he retires that easily for out number 2. Upton has to hold up at second base. He's not even thinking him at third. So 2 down here as J.D. Martinez comes to the plate now, hitting significantly better against right-handed pitching this season, and he's facing the right-handed Gausman. The 0-2 is whiffed through, and that's strike number 3. 2 strikeouts in the top half of the first for Gausman. Nobody comes in, and it's still scoreless here halfway through one between Tigers and A's. Welcome back to the Coliseum as the A's lineup is center fielder Gerard Dyson, second baseman Fernandez, third base Solarte, DH Davis, right field Pierce, left field Canna, first base Vogt, catching is Benitez, and then rounding things out is the shortstop Barreto. While on the mound for the Tigers is the youngster right-hander Michael Fulmer, 1-0 with a 2.95 ERA in 9 games so far here in the 2018 campaign. And Fulmer will be facing the speedy Gerard Dyson to lead off the game. The Athletics team leader in stolen bases with 16 on the season, as the first pitch is in there for strike 1. High in the strike zone, up and in. So count runs 2-2 now on Dyson as Fulmer sets and delivers. And that's swung through for strike number 3. Dyson goes down swinging to start off his day. And there's one down as that brings up Jose Miguel Fernandez, who has been a significantly better bat on the road this season, hitting a measly .220. Here at home as he takes the first pitch on the outside half. Questionable call, but it's called for strike 1. Count runs full now, as Fulmer delivers, and on the outside corner gets him looking on the backwards K. He cannot pull the trigger on that one. A borderline strike call gets him to go down, so 2 down as that brings up Yangervis Solarte, the third baseman. Digs in with a full count as Fulmer sets, turns, kicks, and fires, as that's taken for ball number 4, so Solarte takes his base. He'll trot on over to first. So 2 outs, Solarte keeps the inning alive with runner on first now. Here's Chris Davis. First pitch taken for ball 1. So the 1-0 count to Chris Davis with a K now. And here comes the pitch. That swung on and popped up into shallow center field. Gose runs on in, and he's there to put that away for out number 3 as nobody scores for either team, and nobody gets a hit here at the end of one between Athletics and Tigers. Welcome back to the top half of the second inning as Jordany Valdespin, the DH, digs in for the Tigers, as he'll be facing Kevin Gausman, who delivers the first pitch of the AB. And that's taken for strike one, and it appears that Gausman has hurt himself on that throw. First pitch of the second inning, and he's got himself a pectoral injury. Hopefully it's not serious, but he will need to come out of the game, as the Athletics will bring in an unwarmed-up Fernando Rodriguez, who has a 2.01 ERA on the season, to take over for Gausman. So this guy was just traded for, and he's already hurt. Not a good sign there for the A's, as Fernando Rodriguez strikes out Valdespin with a 1-2 count for the first out of the inning. So one down, and we'll hope Gausman is okay, but here comes Nick Castellanos, the third baseman, who's slumping in his last 4 games. The first pitch from Rodriguez is taken for ball 1, up in the zone. So 1-0 count now as Rodriguez turns, kicks, and fires. That's a ground ball at the shortstop. Barreto's right there, fires across the diamond, and votes there to retire it for out number 2. So 2 down now, as that brings up the catcher, Miguel Gonzalez, as Rodriguez turns and fires. That's going to be lined into left field. Canna gives chase, and he's there to put that one away for out number 3. So a 1-2-3 inning, despite Gausman going down with an injury. Here in the top half of the second, it's still hitless and scoreless halfway through 2. And here we are in the bottom half of the 4th inning as Chris Davis, the DH, digs in for the Athletics, 0 for 1 so far on the day. As we're still tied up at nothing here, as the first pitch is big cut through that one by Davis, strike 1. Count runs 1-2 now to Davis, as Fulmer sets at the chest, turns and fires. And Davis drives this one at the right center field. That'll land in the gap up against the wall. Davis rounding first, heading into second base. He's in there standing up with an easy stand-up double. So Chris Davis leading off that inning the right way. Gets himself into second base with his 13th double on the season. And now that brings up Steve Pearce with an 0-1 count. The pitch gets away from Gonzalez. That's the backstop. Davis moves up to third base. So Davis is in scoring position even more so with nobody out. Full count on Steve Pearce. Fulmer sets and delivers. And Pearce rips this one right back up the middle. Davis will score easily. And the Athletics strike first in this one here in the bottom half of the 4th inning. An RBI single from Steve Pearce makes it a 1-0 A's lead with nobody out as Mark Canna digs in. The first pitch is going to be a broken bat, little ground ball. The pitcher, Fulmer, goes to second with it, goes the first. And that's a 1-4-3 double play turned by the Tigers. So 2 down now in this 1-0 Athletics lead as Stephen Vogt digs in with a full count. And he checks his swing. They say he did not go around, so he'll take his base. Stephen Vogt keeps the inning alive. He'll trot on over to first. So runner on first, 2 down, as that brings up Ramon Benitez, the catcher. First pitch taken outside for ball 1. 1-0 count to Benitez. Fulmer sets at the belt. Here comes the pitch, and Benitez swings on that one, takes at the left center field, then a land at the warning track. Vogt ran second, heads to third base. He'll hold up there, and Benitez has himself a double, but not an RBI as Vogt holds up at third base. So second and third now with 2 outs for Franklin Barreto is the situation for the Athletics. Here comes the first pitch, taken down for ball number 1. So the 1-0 count to Barreto. The righty-on-righty action here. The pitch, as that's going to be a ground ball to shortstop, fielded by Iglesias, tosses across the diamond, and the scoop by Cabrera retires Barreto. And that's going to wrap things up there for that end of the half of the 4th inning, as the Athletics strike for 1, as they have 5 hits. Detroit has 2. 1-0 A's here over the Tigers at the end of 4. Welcome back to the Coliseum. Here is Jackie Allen will check into the ballgame to play second base as he pinched hit earlier on. And Sean Doolittle will be entering out of the bullpen for looking for his save as the Athletics still lead this game 1-0 here in the top half of the 9th inning. And Doolittle will be facing J.D. Martinez with the 2-2 count as he sets and fires. And it's whiffed through for strike number 3. J.D. Martinez goes down swinging. Sean Doolittle looking for his 29th save to separate him from the pack and become the American League save leader on the season. As here is Jordany Valdespin with a full count. The pitch, and that's a borderline strike call, but it's going to be a ball as Doolittle Throws ball 4. Valdespin takes his base, so runner on first with 1 down as here comes Nick Castellanos, who's 0 for 3 on the day hitless. So the 0-1 count to Castellanos. Doolittle sets and fires. That's a ground ball to first base. Vogt with a mental relapse decides only to go to first with it. Valdespin is not the fleetest of foot, so they probably could have turned 2 there, but Vogt decides to go the short way and only get the 1 out. So 0-2 count now. 2 down as the pitch to Gonzalez comes in. And he gets him, and it did not matter on the Vogt relapse, as that's going to be the save for Sean Doolittle. His 29th of the season makes him the American League save leader, as the Oakland Athletics come away with a victory here in Oakland over the Detroit Tigers by a score of 1-0 in a low-scoring affair, as the A's will improve to 46-41 on the year, and the Tigers will drop to 43-43 as they are back down to 500 on the season. Sean Doolittle gets Player of the Game honors for his 9th inning of work with 2 strikeouts, picking up the 29th save of the season for the American League lead. Kendall Graveman gets the victory. He's now 1-0. Sean Doolittle picks up his 29th save. Michael Fulmer is now 1-1 on the year. And Steve Pearce is 2 for 3 on the day with a double and RBI, the only RBI of the day. And Chris Davis was the one who scored that run as he went 2 for 4 with a double as well. And then Oakland wins this game 1-0 over the Detroit Tigers. That'll wrap things up here for this edition of Athletics Baseball. I've been your host, Jerseyborn, and I'm saying goodbye.